And a welcome inside the home of the Blue Jays, Rogers Center in Toronto. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one, as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Aaron Sanchez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Thanks, Matt. Aaron Sanchez, he is the complete package. Big, strong guy, 6'6", about 215 pounds. Power fastball, 95 to 98 with sink. Great curveball and a terrific changeup. This guy is the real deal.
Ready now, Brett Gardner. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Gardner.
First offering on its way. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
And Gardner's going to reach. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first.
Boy, Dero, anytime a lefty takes that pitch on the outer third and drives it the other way, you have to be awfully impressed.
Yeah, you have to be. It reminds me of Will Clark back in the day taking that ball the other way. You have to be able to play with the whole field to have success in the big leagues today.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
Dero, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. Gardner on at first, nobody out. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Giancarlo Stanton now. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Throw over to first, and they got him.
Well, this game is still getting underway, so maybe he wasn't quite awake yet over there at first. Hate to have a guy picked off, but I guess it's better in the first than in the ninth.
Just getting started at the Rogers Center. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. So 1-1. This is in the air out to straightaway center. On the move is Villar. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Yanks held in check. Yankees nothing. Blue Jays coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Masahiro Tanaka is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Stepping up to the plate, Devin Travis. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And this is low, ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Hicks. 1 away. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Yeah, Matt, I cannot wait to get a look at Josh Donaldson, the bringer of rain. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Stepping in for the Jays, Josh Donaldson. In past meetings with Tanaka, he's got 5 base hits in 31 tries. He's taken him deep once. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
A ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Looked to be a pitch that caught a lot of the plate right there, so that might be a little indication of the strike zone we can expect the rest of the way.
Now the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Here's Justin Smoke now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. The 1-0 delivery. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. Now the 2-1 pitch. Will not catch the zone, ball 3.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Batting fourth, left fielder.
It is Curtis Granderson who takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Granderson, often referred to as the Grandy Man. He was selected in the 3rd round during the 2002 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 1 left for Toronto. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's Didi Gregorius. Head-to-head history with Aaron Sanchez. He's gone 3 for 11.
Gregorius.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just a bit high. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
3-1 to him now. Pulled toward right center field. Villar's there. He's got it one away.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Randall Grichuk. It's the ability to put it together every day on a consistent basis that's going to separate this guy from superstar to average big leaguer. Look for him to make an impact on one side of the ball today.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Travis takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Batting sixth, first baseman, Neil Walker.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Neil Walker. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Leaves a changeup high for a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this one misses inside. A ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Head-to-head history with Aaron Sanchez. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Hicks is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Yanks leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So striding in, Yangervis Solarte. Set to lead off the home half of the second.
Baseman, Yangervis Solarte.
First pitch on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
froze him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping up now, Rendell Grichuk. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Solarte aboard here at first with nobody out. Lined hard toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Russell Martin.
Russell Martin now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. In past meetings with Tanaka, just a 2 for 14 line, so advantage pitcher here. He also has 1 home run. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
And a swing and a miss from Martin as he'll retreat to the dugout is out number 1.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense. And let's take a look at outfielder Aaron Hicks. Hey, some guys figure it out at 21. Some guys figure it out at 30. Some guys never figure it out. Aaron Hicks is one of those guys who has come into his own. He's dynamic on both sides of the plate from an offensive standpoint and has an absolute cannon in the outfield to go along with great range.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swung on and grounded foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away.
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Just a great at-bat there. That one-out double gets a run across, and now they've got runners at second and third, and are one solid swing away from making this a real big inning.
That'll bring up Aledmus Diaz as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Judge has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And both runners have to hold where they are, so call it a missed opportunity with 2 gone now.
Second baseman, Devin.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Devin Travis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate. Two outs here with a runner at third. A Ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Tanaka pauses. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he chased it in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Yankees nothing. Brandon Drury will bat next, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. 2-0 pitch on the way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. And that one just missed outside.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. First pitch on its way. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Wade is a middle infielder by trade, of course, usually a shortstop, but they've got him at second base in this one.
Yeah, this one kind of reminds me of how I was raised. I came up as a shortstop, and everyone thinks you could just go over to second base, seamless transition. Not the case. It kind of feels like you're stepping on a different part of the earth right there. Everything's happening at way different angles. Turning a double play at second base becomes a real focal point and stuff you have to work on. Shortstop, the angles are all moving in front of you, all moving towards first base. This is interesting.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Gritcha has a beat on it, and that's the 3rd out. So the Yanks go 1, 2, 3. They trail in this one 3-0. Ready for another chance? Justin Smoke as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the third inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, Hero. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in the stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
Curtis Granderson will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Comes set and the 0-1. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Now the 1-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yankees Solarte. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Runners on the move for second. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Hicks is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Right fielder number 15.
Here's Randall Grichuk. From the stretch. And this is fouled at the plate. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Smoke, the runner at first with 2 gone. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. The 1-2. Got him swinging, made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning. Blue Jays held in check, but they lead it 3-0. Striding in, Aaron Judge. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Striding in once again, Giancarlo Stanton. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. popped him up. Smoke has room in foul territory, and that's the first out of the inning. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both of these guys bringing it pretty good. 97 and 93 is the top recorded speed so far. Here's Didi Gregorius. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Counts 1-0.
Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
3-0 to him now. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And the changeup is way low that time. Sanchez, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. 1-0 pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And he'll stay with it long enough to get the out at first. But meanwhile, the runners move up to second and third now with 2 away.
Wow, this manager must be pulling his hair out. Not only does he have to deal with this pitcher walking people, now he's got to deal with his defense tripping all over themselves.
Standing in, Neil Walker. He drew a walk his first time up. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Oh, and 2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. The 1-2. It's hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, and with it, the Yankees have tied this one at 3.
Yeah, he is kicking himself right now. He worked his tail off to get out of that jam and was 1 strike away from getting there, and then boom, all that work goes to waste. From 0 damage to a 3-run homer in the blink of an eye.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks.
Aaron Hicks.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Now the 2-1 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Diaz shading to his right, and that's the 3rd out. Another look at the big blow for the Bombers. A 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Russell Martin now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Catcher, Russell Martin.
Now here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. And there's a swing and a miss by Martin as he falls behind now. 0-2. And the pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box now, Kevin Villar. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The windup and the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
He obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
2-1 the count to Villar. The 2-1 home. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the shortstop.
Digging in to try it again, Aledmus Diaz. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Tanaka gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. And that misses. 1-1. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings, but now all of a sudden they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
Standing in now, Devin Travis, as Tanaka jumps ahead of him here at strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready with the 0-1. Popped high in the air. And Walker will put this one away, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More from Toronto in just a moment. Brandon Drury will bat next. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1-2.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Travis will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Tyler.
And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two balls and no strikes. Now the 2-0 is in there for strike 1. Now the 2-1. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Villar is under this one. And that's out number 2.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Here's Brett Gardner now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. The 0-1 delivery. Curveball that time, not even close.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Villar's there. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Home half of the 5th coming up. Tied at 3-3. Ready once again, Josh Donaldson. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Josh Donaldson.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And the first pitch of the inning is lined into left field, and there's a leadoff base runner. And the Jays are in business now. It's a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Here's Justin Smoke now. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Called strike over the outside corner. Donaldson leads off second with nobody out. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Gardner is there. 1 out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder.
It is Curtis Granderson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Next to bat for Toronto, Yankees Solarte. His line includes a single and a fly ball in 2 at-bats thus far. First offering on its way. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
I'm not here to make excuses, but it is cold tonight, and it looks a little damp out there, too. The ball might have just slipped out of his hands on that one.
Here's Randall Grichuk as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Grichuk puts a good swing on it. This ball's carrying well to left. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one, as it is now 7-3.
And that is why you just can't put yourself in a bases-loaded situation. You've got nowhere to put the hitter, and he knows it. So he sets up, waiting to pounce, and that's exactly what he does. Jumping all over this thing for a grand slam.
The catcher, number 55, Russell Martin.
In now, Russell Martin. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
This lineup has a chance to knock this guy right out of the game. 4 runs in the inning, and they smell blood.
Boy, Hero, you hit the nail right on the head right now. This is a team that can score some runs. They have a pitcher that's reeling right now. They need to knock him out and knock him out ASAP.
And the throw won't be in time, as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one.
Villar.
Digging in once again, Kevin Villar. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a strike.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
And he falls behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz as Tanaka jumps ahead of him here at strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Missed with a slider. 4 runs here in this half inning. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. The 1-2. Hit weakly back to the mound. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. But one more look here at the big blow in the inning for the Jays. A grand slam home run. 5 innings complete. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3.